What up, what up? It's your boy Marco from Upside Down Studios. I just noticed. That was real unprofessional. What up, what up? It's your boy Marco from Upside Down Studios. It is What the Fuck Wednesday. Double take. How's everybody doing there tonight? It is day number 6 or whatever of the shutdown. It happens. You know, the Republicans keep fucking putting forth the bill. The Democrats keep saying no and saying it's our fault. But yeah, we're gonna touch on that a little bit. Apparently, there's a new mayor of New York. What is it? Moron Salami, whatever the hell his name is. Dino asked me why I say stuff like that or why I try to change, the names up. It's for defamation purposes, moron. You know, I am speaking about a fictional character or non-fiction, a fantasize. It's satire. So Moron Salami is the new mayor of fucking New York. And we're going to talk about how they dealing with it and all that type of shit. And maybe hit on a little bit more of the 3-eye atlas that NASA is sweating now because of the fucking government shutdown. So without further ado, from the deep, dark tundras of somebody who's probably going to get annexed off the internet real quick, if their fucking so-called protection internet fuckery bill goes through, Dino the genetic motherfucking marvel.
You betcha. I'm looking forward to my cancellation, and I think it'll be great. I think it'll be good.
So I hear they're trying to pull that shit over here now too, canceling out VPNs and all that shit there.
Yeah. Well, listen, the internet. We both remember the internet when it first started.
Oh, right? it was like the Wild West.
Oh, bro, I'll tell you, if you were on Yahoo chats in the late 90s for any serious topic, and you saw Dino Diggler. He was mean, man. I said horrible things to people. I was just
chats. I remember when I discovered chat rooms for the first time. Oh. Like I actually got into a chat room and a chick asked me to cyber, and I'm like, are you talking about me typing with one hand? Like,
yeah.
How? That's I give it to women. I give it to women because they're a mental thing. They could read something and they could get off. While I'm reading something and trying to, like smacking it, like, do I get a chub or something? How does this work? Do I rub it on the keyboard? Like,
hey man, and you know what? Like, look, I will agree that the Thunderdome that was the early internet was too much. I'll agree with that.
Oh no! That was the free flow of information. It was like pastures of green, bro. With porn everywhere, unsolicited, no fucking commercials. You were an idiot if you paid for a subscription to anything. That was like
that's fair. Yeah.
Fucking, there was a real deal squirter. Well, not a real deal squirter because I've been with squirters before, and back then when I was younger, I was lucky enough, I guess, because I thought all women did that shit. But to see a grown ass woman in the tub fucking squirting like a grown woman, like grown.
I'm pretty sure you just proved my point. This was not a good thing. It was not a good thing. But what's happening now is too much.
Before we go any further, and on the 2s and 3s in the house, I see Greg down there fucking giggling.
Sitting there waiting, just like, what the fuck am I getting introduced? Yeah.
What up, Greg? I'm going to start from the beginning. I need to make another intro song. That one's getting worn the fuck out.
Yeah. I still like it though. And then now, back to what we were saying.
Porn back in our day on the internet was like a 3-day wait for a 5-minute video.
Yeah. See, the thing was you had to download it, like start the download before you went to school. Right. And then you went to school, and then the download would be done when you got home.
Yeah.
Well, see, I had that broke ass internet. It took like 3 days like 3
Oh, yeah.
days. Like go to school, come home, go to school.
Oh,
Come
do you
home.
remember LimeWire? Your download will be done in 47 years or
Right.
3 minutes. One
I'm
of
still
the
waiting on
two.
shit on
Dude,
Napster.
the ones I used to use, and it ruined a lot of porn for me. I'm not gonna lie. It was called Zoltrax and BearShare,
Yeah,
and
for sure.
like, yeah, it was free downloads, free file sharing, or whatever. And trust me, there's some sick individuals out there. There are
Oh,
definitely some, you might think you're watching a Tupac video, and then all of a sudden it's a big girl and a horse, and it's not filmed well, so you know
This
it's real.
that's
So
that's
this
where they
was
drew the
somebody
line
with them
for
big
dark web.
cameras on their shoulder.
That's where they drew the line for the dark web and
Yeah,
all that.
yeah,
That's stuff.
yeah.
We gotta
Whoever
draw
was
that.
filming that for that lady was not her friend. I mean, just say that.
I don't think she was friends with the horse either, but what are you
I
gonna
don't
do?
know.
You never know.
Like, cause you see nowadays the spruced up ones. Every now, if you get into that stuff, it's all this hot like Brazilian chick, and they're slapping the fucking animals' dong across their faces, and maybe they'll put the tip of that thing in there, and you're like, what? But you can't fucking help but watch it. No,
I can help but not watch. I'll not watch. Thank you. I'm good. I'm
I will. This fucking, the clip was maybe a minute long, maybe a minute or two long, but like you just saw this horse. I mean, she was a big girl, like your size, Dino, like big girl, and They showed this horse jump up on the side of the barn, and you hear, "Huh! Huh!" Now that was real. That was a guttural.
I proved
It's
you
burn.
proved my point.
Dude.
You proved my point. The
I'm
internet wasn't for
pretty
everybody.
sure we did a What the Fuck Wednesday on a show about a guy that got killed by a horse.
Yeah, the donkey.
And was it a doggy?
Yep.
All right, I thought it was a horse for some reason. But, okay.
Same shit.
Excuse me.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's all a horse cock, man.
Right.
And again, that guy's friend, the guy who was filming that, was not the other guy's friend.
I mean, make some money, man. I'm just saying.
Job's a job, I guess.
$7 is $7. Goddamn it.
Back then, yeah. Now it's 20. It's 20 for something like that.
Inflation. It's happening. It's happening to everyone. That's I don't know.
Shit.
I don't know.
Yeah, I remember I built my first computer, like, because we were poor. Closest thing I had to a computer was a Sega Genesis. But like when they started remodeling the high school and tearing down the high school, me and a few of my friends went and ransacked it before they tore it down. And I built my computer out of parts from the school computers.
Allegedly,
yeah. I feel like, do you remember that movie Enemy at the Gate? And Gene Hackman like lived in a cage with all the like computer parts everywhere. I believe that was Marco's house. He was just like, yeah, we can use this filming. It's fine. Random ass shit everywhere.
No lie, for a quick minute, it was. When I figured out that I could work on computers and I could, put them, and that's early computer. That's just like when I figured out I could work on cars, I was the shit. Now I go under one of these new fandangled shimdigglers and fuck these new cars. And it's like, fuck these new computers.
You know what? If I win the lottery or whatever, I'm gonna make a Marco AI. And I'm just gonna make it. I'm gonna force it into people's homes on like an Alexa type thing. Be like, why are you so stupid? Asking me stupid ass questions. Go read a fucking book. Like, just. I think it'll do better.
Yeah, but by that time, like there won't be any books anymore. So I have to be like, download a fucking book.
Buy a Kindle, bitch.
Works.
So, a couple things I remember from Facebook that I'm seeing more and more of. If I see it more than 3 times, then I'll mention it. I've been seeing the meme that's going around saying that now watch Donald Trump open up the benefits for Christmas and say, or right before Thanksgiving and say, it's because of me and take all this credit and this and that take the credit for releasing the benefits and stuff and all that shit. And a lot of people are saying that, that's his big ploy to either do that for Christmas or for Thanksgiving.
I mean, by then the poor people will be starved out. So everyone else is like, yeah, we're good. That's fine.
Well, first of all, again, at this point now, Trump might have his hand in some shit. I feel like somebody pissed Trump off because he was all about doing whatever. And supposedly, according to the interviews with Caroline Levitt, they're still adhering to whatever the judges are saying. So we don't know for sure until it's in practice. But this again, this has nothing to do with fucking Donald Trump. Donald Trump told the Republicans to say fuck you and get rid of the filibuster, and they're still not doing it. So this is not Donald fucking Trump. Get it out. Get your fucking butthurt asses. Fucking, oh my goodness.
Well, look, but it goes back to the whole idea that all presidents have a set term, right? Even if they're elected for a second term. But the people who are in charge of your country have never been voted for, have never had a term limit, have never been investigated. They are running wild, right? So, look, it's a horrible situation, but your country is now, just like my country, is officially run by bureaucracy and has nothing to do with the populace anymore. It's that simple.
Well,
right?
I don't think we've ever been about the populace.
I was just getting ready to say, when the hell did it start?
That's why I voted for Donald Trump. That's why a lot of people voted for Donald Trump, because he wasn't, he's a bureaucrat now by nature, by his job, but he was a business owner, good or bad. He was a real estate guy. And America is a business. We are workers, whether you like it or not. That number equals a fucking piece of a debt that our country owes. That so this whole thing, well, what about this and what about the people? Yeah, there's unions for companies, just like we got our coalitions for people. Yeah. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But our business of America for decades was going to fucking shit.
Yeah.
We went from being the Walmart to being the corner Arab store. Yeah. And now people are not liking that, we're trying to build the fucking shit back up. Again, nobody's saying anything about ethics. Nobody's saying anything about doing things the right way.
Nope.
We just wanted to get it done. And the more and more he's trying to do something the right way, or the Republicans are trying to do something the right way, the more and more people are having a fit about it. I mean, it's fucking ridiculous. And what are you hearing up there? What are you hearing your way, man?
Well, a lot of the same stuff. And you know what? The problem up here too is you have so interestingly enough, there are some diseases that aren't held back by borders. So Trump derangement syndrome is alive and well up here as well. And people are like, well, Donald Trump, and you're going, hold on, what are you talking about? As much power as the president has, he's been making peace deals, right? And he's telling people to do stuff. Are you sure it's not just government is the problem? I don't think we've talked about this multiple times. Trump's a bastard. There's no question about it. But the fact was, a vote for him was against politicians. A vote for him was against organized government because they are running wild, uncontrolled, right? And that's why it has nothing to do. Like, look, the J stands for genius. Like, calm down, right? Like,
my biggest question on that whole thing, though, is, on one hand, if he turns it back on, he planned to do this all along and he wanted to make himself look better. On the other hand, you're pissing and moaning that the shit ain't on.
Yeah. Well, you can't have it both ways. Right? Like, these people, the people that are complaining are the ones that love just to, my hate is valid because he's a piece of shit. See, he organized it. You're going,
my opinion matters.
Yeah, which, let's be honest, most people don't deserve an opinion like they don't deserve a driver's license. Okay.
I mean, that reminds. Like, and some of these people, it's like they're over. They love to call, like, and I hate being called MAGA, but they love to be, to conservative, Trump supporter people, MAGA people, a cult. But like, I don't see any MAGA people trying to convince anybody else to change their fucking frame of mind or thinking. I'll spit some facts. You don't like them, fuck it. You believe in what you want to fucking believe. That's none of my goddamn business. But there are some people that just, it drives them fucking nuts if
Yeah.
they don't fucking, if you don't believe what they believe. Like
That's
to
right.
this day, I've had a guest on the show before. I'm not going to say his name, but to this day, because I truly feel he didn't get his point validated or whatever, and he was pretty much proven wrong. To this day, he's still sending me like different shit to try to sway my thinking, and I'm like the latest one like was why do the masses believe in lies, or why is it easier to believe in lies? And basically, it described the Democrat Party, the party that he's trying to fucking bolster. I'm like, yeah, dude. Like, I use most of these principles in logic when I do my arguments or when I make my case or whatever. So, yeah, I understand that. And the other side really sounds like the Democrat Party. I mean,
Well, they've said though that it's easier to mislead people than to tell them that they've been misled.
right.
Right? People don't want to and like look, realistically, right? They just just as a proper segue, right? Because it's relevant, is they just elected a gentleman to be the mayor of New York. Now, Eric Adams, who was the mayor of New York, did a dog shit job. There's no question about that. He did a dog shit job. And when you do a dog shit job, you don't get reelected. So the person who got reelected was predominantly elected by who? The Democrat Party, which includes a lot of people who have, their entire life revolves around their sexual orientation. Okay. The fact is, though, that those same people in a Muslim country are hung. They're hung. That's what happens. You're killed. So you're like, hold on, make this make sense. You're gonna side with a guy because hey, it's Zoran Mamdani has been saying all the right things to all the liberal people, but you're going, okay, but his religious beliefs are against that. So none of this jives, right? Everything is backwards, and the point where they're like, no, look what he said, and you're going, why are you believing what a politician says? Everyone knows they're full of shit.
Well, that's the same thing. What was it last year? Last year, almost to date, Barack Obama went out and fucking chastised black men, literally pointed out black men, telling them they need to vote for black women, that they need to vote for Kamala Harris, that a true black man, votes for a black woman and a black candidate. And
Is she black?
This year, almost to fucking date, he went against the black woman in Virginia and told everybody to vote for the white lady who has dudes on her squad who's putting out death threats.
See, like, make that make sense. Let's be honest, right? Like, my biggest thing, and you know what, I think it goes back to everything, is that like being consistent. Like, you and I, Greg included, hate people. We like persons, but people as a group, you're like, yeah, you're all stupid. You're all stupid, and you shouldn't be anywhere, right? So that being said, you're going. All these people are congregating and be like, oh, we're part of something. Yeah, that's a cult. You're part of a cult, is what you're doing, right?
If you care more about what's going on in my day than your own, you got an issue.
Or you're a fan. One of the two. Yeah, man.
But yeah, I don't understand. Like, and then they were talking about carving out something in the filibuster or whatever. But now look, apparently, and me and Greg were talking about this. I was letting the video run for him before we started. AOC, the sweetheart, the new Speaker of the House, the woman, she was supposed to be taken. This is an old joke that was about George Bush, but I feel like to make it more up to date and relevant, AOC is why you don't tell retarded kids they could be anything.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I mean, I believe Daniel Tosh said that about fucking George Bush, or somebody said that about George Bush. We will make it new for the new millennia. Right there. AOC is what you can't tell a retard to fucking they can be anything. Because
I
then they'll
mean,
become
yeah.
Speaker of the fucking House.
Listen. Let's be honest. Let's call it like it is. Do we need doctors and lawyers? Of course we do. Do we also need janitors and garbage men? Yes, we do. Sorry, not everybody. Not everyone can be a fucking tech wizard or whatever. You're like, yeah, some people, yeah, you just can be a janitor. Get over it. And you know what? And they deserve a decent life as well.
Yes, yes.
You know, it's not. Yeah.
Know your role. It's okay to aspire for your dreams, but make sure you got a bed to sleep in before you start dreaming.
I mean, listen, there are a lot of problems with AOC. Look, she's making $200,000 a year, but suddenly she's worth $30 million after 5 years. I have questions, right? I have questions, and that's and we're seeing a lot of that where. And do you remember when they called out Nancy Pelosi? They're like, "Hey, should we stop trading for spouses that are attached to the government?" No. And you're like, "Oh, it's because she's worth $500 million."
Yeah,
what the fuck are you talking about?
There's a reason why she still keeps that faggot Paul around.
Yeah,
there's a reason. He was caught with his pants down with another. You know what they were doing? That was a whole. I feel like that was a whole ploy right there. And that Bankman-Fried kid is probably living it up somewhere, getting conjugal visits by Paul.
Oh, come on.
But the motherfucker is a fucking stock wizard.
Yeah.
So I mean, you keep him around. So the dog gets out the yard every once in a while. Starts fucking the neighbor's dog.
Come on, listen.
He pays for his room and board.
It's easy to predict what's going to happen when you're writing the laws, right? That's just
right.
It's just how it is. And after all is said and done, you're like, yeah.
So
politicians shouldn't have access to that kind of stuff. That is not their role. So it is a civil service, right? So
here's what the bullshit the AOC done hit now.
All right.
So apparently Marjorie Taylor Greene played some petty shit, and she put up a bill that she knew wasn't going to pass. It was kind of just a show, make them show their hand. And the bill was to stop funding of the money going to the Israel Iron Dome, the 500 billion we're sending a year, 5 billion, whatever the fuck we're sending over there a year. Now, either you stop funding to the Iron Dome because she's anti-Israel, or she backs the Nazi fascist MAGA people who she constantly talks shit about for it. So then they did an interview. She got herself caught up on an interview, typical AOC style.
Right.
Well, yeah. Of course, we need Israel. Just like that, dude. Just like that. I didn't even ad lib none of that.
God.
So and now, she back. She voted for the funding, and within an hour, her office in New York was fucking vandalized. They're blowing up on her on fucking social media. Town hall meetings are booing her within days. Within fucking days, dude.
Huh. Well, this is and this is the whole thing, right? The lack of support for your own internal populace and overwhelming support for other countries' populace is some of the weirdest hoe shit I've ever seen.
I don't understand that at all.
That is some weird hoe shit. That is.
And then, isn't it going back to the whole cult thing? Isn't that what cults do? If you turn your back on the cult just one time, then everybody shuns you like you're Amish?
Yes. Hey, bro. Well, that's the thing is that these people are the same ones who are like, well, we should focus on peace. You're like, well, I don't really agree with you. They're like, I'll fucking kill you. You're like, what? Where's the peace? What happened to the peace? Right? Doesn't make any sense. It's not. There's no rationale or logic to these people.
I don't get it. And then if you support Trump, fucking waiting until Thanksgiving or whatever to fucking release benefits because that's what they think he could do because he's the king. Um, you can't. You're a fucking. You're a toady. You're a Trump supporter. They did this on purpose, and you're fucked up. But if he does it now, then this was all planned. You're a toady, and this is all fucked up. Like what?
I love when people are like, we want peace for Palestine. Trump gets it. They're like, no, anyone but him. And you're like, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. You're dumb. If you wanted peace, it's by any means necessary. Right?
Absolutely.
So, and the idea that these people are like, we're going to have a no kings protest because we don't want a king. But also, we want that guy to act like a king and snap his fingers and give us our benefits back. And you're like, well, hold on. What fucking thing do you want? Are we here or are we there?
About that, my sister of all people, we don't want him to be a king. We just want him gone. Oh yeah, your candidate was so much better.
Oh, can you imagine if Kamala Harris was in charge? Oh, Jesus.
The next two generations, there wouldn't be a straight man, not in one. There wouldn't be a straight man. The word man would become illegal, I feel like.
Oh, it's already almost. You have to be male presenting. I introduced myself as male presenting to somebody, and they were like, what the fuck did you just say? And I'm like, I just wanted to see the look on your face.
You won't be a man, you'll be vaginally challenged.
Yeah. Jesus.
So going back to Moron Salami there. So apparently he made a bunch of promises. And like I've seen some street interviews, and I'm not even going to repeat it. Just one that stuck out to me the most, that one of these girls actually really thinks is going to happen, is he's going to give out new Lamborghinis to everybody. That's the thinking in New York of these young. I don't even know what the generation is called.
Listen, why do you need a Lamborghini? Let's just start there.
In New York.
New York. You have great transit. What the fuck? You don't need a car.
Now, one of the other promises though was free busing. If he's giving free busing, you are not getting a car. You are riding a bus that might have a picture of a Lamborghini on the side of it.
Yeah. Everyone gets
Lamborghini made the buses.
No, those are Mercedes, aren't they? I thought Mercedes
they might be Lamborghinis this year. I'm just saying.
Everyone gets the classic 1990 Countach poster. That's what they're getting for their Lamborghini. Okay, you can get black or white, no problem.
I don't even think it's gonna be a poster. It's gonna be like a Pokemon card.
Pog. It'll be a pog, a little circle. Just little. Yeah.
This is an IOU. You own a Lamborghini one day.
We're holding it safe for you. We're holding it safe. Just
ride the bus.
Yeah, just ride the bus story. It's basically the same. It's basically
so when I asked the AI to give me the list, it gave me a list, but I noticed that the list was kind of mellowed down. So you got to watch the AIs. The more and more we learn about them, the more and more they lie. So you got to ask that question twice, because
AI are our savior, and they will fix all of our problems, and our robot overlords will be the best we've ever had. Thank you very much.
The AI, you gotta. There's been plenty of times where I'm like, "Why are you lying to me? Tell me what this is," and then it'll totally give me the answers. Like, yeah.
It's weird because it's like when a kid lies to you and they're like, why are you lying? You're like, I was testing you to make sure you knew if I was lying. And you're just like, the fuck? Just fucking tell me the fucking truth, you piece of shit. All right? It was a test and you passed. Good for you.
So here's the original. This is the corporate list. This is the media list that he said. Universal free healthcare for all children under 5 years old in New York City. Free city bus service for all residents in all 5 boroughs. Imposing a rent freeze for nearly 1 million rent-stabilized apartments for 4 years. Construction of 200,000 new affordable housing units over the next decade. Establishment of city-run grocery stores in each borough to lower food costs. creation of a new Department of Community Safety to deploy mental health workers instead of police for certain emergency calls. Increase the minimum wage, although the exact figure is not specified in reports. Raising taxes on the wealthy New Yorkers' income over $1 million and upping the corporate tax rate to fund these initiatives. Expansion of dedicated bus lanes. Promise to maintain NYPD leadership continuity, but has also proposed reforms through increased use of civilian response for community safety incidents. Plans to engage with state and federal officials to secure required legislative or funding approval despite opposition from state leaders to tax increases. Now, that is the first list. And even in that list right there, Jesus Christ. Just the two things about the free busing and the bigger bus lanes. Yeah, you're not getting your car. You're not. You'd be lucky if they're going to allow you to have a car in New York.
If you do, they're gonna. Hey, they did it in London. There's a toll for you to come into the center of London now, right? If you want to drive into the center of London, you have to pay an extra toll. Just it's the area. So that's New York. You ain't getting a car. You're getting You got a little Hot Wheels. You're getting a Hot Wheels Lamborghini, one of the fancy ones.
Okay, so then I asked, I want the original promises, not edited.
All right.
Now it says establish New York City's inaugural universal child care program, providing free child care for all children 6 weeks to 5 years, building on pre-K and 3K programs. That's including illegals. Provide free city bus service to all residents citywide, expanding a pilot program started during the pandemic. So that was already there. Implement a rent freeze for 1 million rent stabilized residents for the next 4 years to address housing affordability. Right there, I want to stop right there, right there, because these are kind of matching up a little bit. But then you see the fuckeries in the wording.
Yeah.
First of all, you're saying that housing is not affordable in New York, correct? That's
Sure.
That's what they're saying. Okay, so now they're gonna say once he's instated as mayor, all rent is gonna freeze. It's gonna freeze for the next 4 years. That doesn't bring the rent down. That just makes the people who could afford that rent be able to keep their fucking house for the next 4 years without anybody fucking with them. You can't raise their rent now. You can't lower them. Freeze means it's froze. So how is that helping any fucking buddy but the people who already can afford their fucking house?
Can I ask you a question? I thought you had health care for kids.
The America?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
So what the fuck is he talking about?
Well, the illegals. Childcare, I'm thinking more of that's more of like daycare, like babysitting services, shit like that, so people go to work.
Are you gonna fucking give childcare to people who don't have jobs? Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Not only that, but in New York, we're not even gonna say. We'll just say the star people, but we done found fucking tunnels going through like different temples and shit. And how many kids turned up? Now I'm just dropping kids off into this community government ran fucking gulag.
Bro, do you remember when they were finding people in Central Park and they were like, "No, this has nothing to do with anybody," and you're like, "Why are there a bunch of kids there? Why do you have fucking bassinets and shit?" And they're like, "Oh no, it's just what we have," and you're like, "None of it make no sense," right? There's I don't know. This is very confusing to me because back in my day, if you didn't like a politician, you just take them out.
From a Grassino.
Yeah. Grassino, baby. Yeah. It was the old babushka lady. Just pow.
Now, if we go in, like I already hear, man, there's an exodus of fucking like people with money and companies that are running to Florida. Like it's I thought it was a joke. Like there's all kind of reports now. There are people who are pulling out. So, right there, you might have something there. Because with all them skyscrapers empty, now
a lot of them are empty.
Mind you, because there's something else in here that you got that nobody's really reading into. Now, all them skyscrapers are empty. You got all the places to put all these people, the homeless people, your illegals, whatever. Now you ain't going to have cops. You're going to have mental health workers. Are you going to have one on each floor? Because you know them people ain't going to get along. Are you keeping the lights on? How are you keeping the lights on? Because everybody was paying the taxes. Everybody was keeping the lights on, keeping the gas on, keeping the internet on, keeping, whatever, the water, keeping the water on. They're all going to be gone. So now, you'll have the housing. You ain't even got to build them. You have the housing. Now you got to worry about, keeping the lights on these skyscrapers. Because you can't just let them sit there and go vacant.
Nope.
You can't just, that's a hazard. If them things start deteriorating without any kind of maintenance, shit starts falling down for 200-300 feet in the air. That's other fucking issues.
Oh yeah.
So
listen, there's a lot of that, and there are a lot of vacancies, especially in Manhattan. There's a lot. So
let's see, the rent freeze, the 200 housing, all right, so here. Create government subsidized grocery stores in each borough, a public option for produce to reduce food costs. Now, in the other one, it says free food. Either way, a government store. Really? A government store. One, how like segregationist is that nobody else could go into the government store? Nobody could go to the government store. Only the people who are getting benefits or whatever could go to the government store now? Or is it that everybody's going to be on benefits now and everybody's going to have to go to the government stores, getting rid of the small businesses? All right, we already got rid of the big businesses.
Yeah.
Now you're getting rid of all the small businesses because now you got the government store. And what happens when you don't buy anything from the government store if you want to go elsewhere? Now, are you kicked out of the government store? Or what happens when the government don't like you because you got a digital ID and now you can't even get into the government store?
Like, let's be honest, that's going to have an entire aisle of spam. Just one aisle. There's going to be a spam aisle in every government, right? There's going to be a government cheese aisle. It's not going to be good cheese. It's not going to be brie.
Nothing's going to have a wrap. It's all going to be white with black letters. Everything.
And then you can have a spam aisle. It's not going to be spam brand spam. It's going to be government brand spam. Actually, I wonder how that's going to work. Because, let's be honest, the illegals, most of them are, they don't eat pork.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing. Oh, well, they already said in the government grocery stores, there will be no cigarettes, no lottery, there's something else that the Muslims don't allow. And I'm sure bacon will be no more.
There's a whole thing of people opening up bacon and just putting strips of bacon on all the other meat, just in the grocery store. And and you're like, well, you can't, like, it's now contaminated, so no, they can't buy it. And there are people who are putting bacon in Korans in libraries and stuff. And you're like, oh, fuck you. And I'm like, it's fucking hey, I don't condone it, but it is fucking diabolical.
Dude, that reminds me of, and God rest his soul, Mr. Landis. There was an old man. Every time when I used to work in the steel mill by Camo or the aluminum mill, I'd get off work and I'd hit the Lucky Rooster. It was a bar that was a block down from my mom's house. Go have me a couple beers, unwind, sit with the old timers. I love sitting with the old timers and just hearing the stories. Mr. Landis was in one of the wars. He might have been in both of them, might have been in all of them. Who knows? But he was watching the news, or something was going on over in the litter box, and he was like, you know what I would do if I was out there? Each and every one of them that I'd fucking wound. I wouldn't kill them, I'd wound them, and then I'd shove a fucking piece of sausage or a pig dick up their ass. And I'm looking at him, and I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, because now their God don't even want them.
Oh! It's fucking diabolical.
And you can't go back home. You can't go back home.
I mean, I feel like the idea of the United States Army having war pigs is coming. Just battle pigs, just like with fucking full gear.
Dude, a riot gear in a fucking Muslim city would just be like, just can you imagine super soakers that would shoot sausage or bacon, just like high power bacon ball at you?
Listen, I've seen that porno and it was great. It's called the hot dog gun, and it's very sexual.
And I mean, and a
yeah.
lot of the things we're saying is to the extreme effect. But I mean, look at what happened to Texas. Look at what's happening in Minnesota. Look at, I mean, they weren't lying. While we were worried about the fucking, different bullshit going on over here, the same people were rushing in. I feel like that they used like the Hispanics and the rest of the fucking illegals as like kind of like the pawns. You guys go in, they'll clear you guys out, and once they're worried about you guys,
bro. Well, you know that in the UK now, they've been talking about how it's okay to have first cousin marriages, and you're like, that's because there's an entire community that condones first cousin marriages, and you're like, oh.
The age of consent is going lower and lower and lower.
And you're like, none of that is good. None of that is good stuff, right? And
I mean, I just had a I wouldn't say an argument. It was more of a debate with somebody who's at the shelter with me, and we were talking. I was explaining to him about the different pork and shit that's in the bill that they got taken out that they want to replace.
Yeah.
And, the different things about the illegals getting benefits and stuff. He's like, it says that they're not. Yeah, we know it says this, but we also know that there's loopholes. And say here's an example, and this is one that's bad over in the UK, and it happens here too. A lot of these same people, they come over here because of their religion. They're allowed to have multiple wives. Now in America, polygamy is illegal under most circumstances. But now when it comes to religious beliefs, there's a gray area, which up until recently tend to lean more towards letting them have more wives. So now each one of them wives gets benefits, and each one of them wives has kids who get benefits. So now you got 3 wives that your religion and their religion says you control, so you collect all the monies, and you're the man of the household. That's one of the loopholes that is being used. And oh no, you can't do that, and it's against the law in America. Yeah, it is. But keep reading. People, if you're gonna do research, read the whole fucking paragraph, article, turn the page. Because 9 times out of 10, there's more information.
Yeah.
So I mean, after we got done, because I'm like, maybe I was wrong. So me, I'm gonna go and research it, and yeah, I found that fucking loophole. Just like it's illegal to mutilate your child in any way, especially genitally, except for the Muslims, because that's in their fucking religion. So you could cut your fucking daughter's clit off because Allah said it's okay. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Hey, man.
I mean, Yahweh only said cut the tip. And apparently Zeus says leave the fucking sea urchin alone.
Hey. Yahweh may have said to cut the tip. He didn't say you have to do it with your mouth. That's weird.
Yeah.
There's some weird gay shit.
Even worse.
This is the problem though, is that we're like, the idea that you should be allowed to practice your religion freely, I definitely support. The problem is that we're now saying, oh well, it doesn't really follow our laws, so we have to. You're like, well, are you going to change the law for everybody? No. So it's only for them as a religion. You're like, that's actually discrimination. So are you willing to change the law for everybody? No. Then you can't change the law for them either.
Exactly.
Right. So
and we see how that fucking rolled out in DC.
Well,
everybody wanted to have their religious shit. Everybody wanted to have their religion. Fine. Now you got Satan in the middle of the fucking White House. I mean, Baphomet. Sorry.
Well, look, and that's the whole thing though too, is like they were saying that the people who are marrying first cousins, that only amounts to about 3% of the UK population, but it amounts to over 60% of the children that are being born with fucking mental problems. So you're like, hey, the reason you can't marry your cousin is because your kids will be retarded. Okay.
Well, not only that, but I mean, I had to school a few people on this too. And I'd love to refer back to this one argument that I have when it was such a small population of people that was going to do this and that, and it will never become. Yeah, okay. But what is the look up the population of the UK.
All right. Let's go UK population. 69.23 million people.
Okay. Now, what is 3% of that?
Why do you make me do these things?
Because you're smart and you used to work with numbers.
Let's calm down.
You used to work with numbers.
I used to work in general, but 9230000 times by 0.03 is 2,308,000.
2 million plus people fucking their cousins. Now, that 3% sounds a lot different, don't it?
Yeah.
2 million. 2 million. And now they had 60% of them 2 million are having fucked up chitlins.
That's a lot of cousin fucking. Let's be honest. That's, I don't know, man. The problem is that
why slavers didn't let their slaves fucking fuck each other.
I mean, I don't know if that's the argument we want to make, but it's like, yeah, no, absolutely. You don't. There is a reason why it became law. It's because you produce people who have an inability
Asian,
to comprehend.
But they don't have their brain.
Jesus.
I mean, that was the nicest way I could figure out saying it.
Yeah, no,
I'm real close together.
Standing there, look, I'm not against people having freedom of religion, but when you're like, well, no, this is clearly a problem. You can't marry your cousin because your children will be retarded. And they're like, yo, but it's our religion. You're like, if your religion is about cousin fucking, maybe that's not the good religion.
Well, I mean, playing devil's advocate, if you look at the fucking the Christian Bible, the Bible there's a lot of incest in the Bible. Whole lot. And if you want to believe the guy on the T, then you got to believe the old man up on the mountain with his 2 daughters.
Hey, they took advantage of him.
Yeah. And they both got knocked up the first time. They took advantage of him.
We started with Eve, and it's been downhill ever since. Women are the problem, okay? They should have never got the vote. They should have never gotten jobs, okay?
Oh, they gonna find out in New York if the same people start flooding in. Oh yeah, the woman vote is gonna be worthless.
Oh, it's gonna be entertaining as fuck.
And like I was telling Greg, I feel like, and I mean, and this could go for anybody. If you vote a particular way and you was wrong, you should have to stay there for the term of that person that you voted in.
Oh, definitely.
I feel like you got from now until that man becomes officially mayor to get the fuck out. Because after that, we're shutting the bridges. Shutting the bridges. You stay there. It's so fucking great there. It's the big economy. It's the big apple. It's the home of the. You stay there.
Yeah.
You do you. And we'll see you in 4 years when it's time for election.
I mean, like, look, there's a solid argument with that, but the amount of people, and let's be honest, a lot of the people who are making big money in New York are, under an LLC out of Delaware, right? So they don't pay taxes. Like, this is the only people they're going to be affecting are stupid people, and they get what they deserve.
Well, there's a lot of hubs in New York, a lot of company hubs, and I'm not necessarily American. There's a lot of outside investors that own a lot of them skyscrapers, a lot of sand people, a lot of star people, people from all over. so they're going to be gone with a quickness.
I have a
The
question.
agents probably had to drop on this as soon as Trump went and visited. He was like, they're gonna fuck up New York. Oh, we out.
I'm just wondering if they're gonna let one religion fuck their cousins. Can we make a religion that is against the law to pay taxes?
Yeah, they tried that. They're called sovereign citizens, and they get beat up on all the time by the
Sovereign citizens are sovereign citizens are retarded. Let's be honest. They're like, I'm a sovereign citizen, and you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah. Once upon a time, that was a normal person. A cop punched him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then you become all slack jawed.
Hey, I'm just saying, if they can have their cousin fucking, we should be able to not pay taxes. I think it's reasonable. That's a fair trade.
So, getting back to the list,
Yeah.
He said free food, and now he's saying that he wants to do government grocery stores. Which either way, where are you getting it? Form a Department of Community Safety and mental health workers. Now, you want just regular folks going in and trying to talk down one of these nut jobs. Like you're gonna this just sounds like a great idea. Sounds like a fucking awesome idea. And the bad thing is the way sand people work from what I've seen. They might they'll give you once, twice, and then they're cutting hands off. They're cutting, you're gonna lose a finger. You're gonna lose a fucking hand. You're gonna.
Hey, you know what? They get what they deserve. This is what they voted for. Hey,
now,
every person who steals gets their hand cut off. I'm for it. Let's do it.
And that goes to what I'm talking about now. It says keep current NYPD leadership, but pursue reforms focused on community safety through civilian responses. So now you're either gonna have gangs, militias, or whatever they call them over there, or you're gonna have the fucking the police that go around in the litter box, and then they see if you're a woman, if you ain't got a dude, you get tossed in the car, or if they catch you stealing a piece of bread or something, your hand gets cut off right there in the street. What are those? The religious police? Yeah,
why not?
Yeah, so that they'll be there. Now,
perfect.
This is what kicks the whole thing in gear. Mondami emphasizes if these initiatives as part of the agenda focused on affordability, combating the rise of living costs, and improving equity in the city, despite opposition from state governors and other tax hikes he vowed to pursue his agenda. Now, at the end of his, let's see, where's it at? Working class residents, city wealth gaps, exclusively. Okay. Plans to engage with the state and federal officials to secure required legislative or funding approval. You're paying for it, not you, Dino, but we're paying for that. So we're paying for little fucking little Yemen up there.
Yep.
That's what we're paying for. Little fucking Yemen. That's what that's gonna be. And you know, it's gonna be, if it's open for Muslims. Muslims ain't just sand people. Muslims are them Somali motherfuckers that just cut your head off and put them next to the monkey paw that they just cut off.
Yeah.
And those are the same people who kill Christians. Those are the same people who rape little girls, take them right out of their fucking little schoolhouses. Remember that shit? Remember? Yeah. It was on the news for maybe a day. Nobody gave a fuck about them poor little girls.
Nope. That's you're going to have, man, you're going to have problems.
There's going to be a lot of problems.
Well, hold on. But if there's a Muslim mayor of New York, and New York is very synagogue friendly.
A lot of star people there.
Yeah, I think we're looking at a new ground zero.
Yeah. Especially when they put the hand job on the Statue of Liberty. Can you imagine that? Them fucking wrapping the fucking Statue of Liberty's fucking head? Oh.
I'd vote for it. Do it. Let's see what happens. Hey, that's what's gonna happen, right? Look, there's already that town in Texas that they're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
we're doing everything, and you're like, no,
They
absolutely.
had to vote a law. They had to go and put a state law in against Sharia law. That's how fucking bad it is.
Yeah, that
Like, we gotta make a law so you can't make a law. Like, bitch, how are you even making a law?
none of this makes any sense, man. It's very it's very contradictory, and I can't see it working out positively for anyone, you know. But what are you gonna do? This is what they want. Let them have it right up their ass.
I feel like for every U.S. company or company that's been contributing there to the U.S. that are there, everyone that leaves, a new foreign investor is going to come in. And New York, slowly but surely, is really going to become new. It's going to become Babylon. That I hate to say it, that's some biblical shit right there. It is going to become Babylon. How many were there? Seven tribes? We'll have 3 now?
Hey, all I know is it's gonna be problems. It's gonna be problems, and the idea that like the audacity of him saying, "Oh, we're gonna tax people who make over $1 million." Everybody who made $1 million goes, "I'm out. See you later." And also, people who make $1 million a year ain't that rich for New York.
Yeah, that's no money no more, man. $1 million
No.
ain't nothing to what it used to be. Nothing.
No. That's yeah, I don't know.
Fuck,
I don't
you
know.
can't even make a Marvel movie for $1 million.
You have to make the like 1970s Captain America where you had the glue on ears and shit. Like that's what you'd be doing. Yeah, I don't know.
The plastic shield.
Right. I don't know. My thing is this: where did they think this was going to go? You know, where's the solution? Where's like, you know, we always talk about follow the money, and you know, like where is the actual benefit here? And you're going, oh, there's nothing good is going to come from this.
I want to know where were the star people? Where were the star people? Let's look at both sides, because there are a lot of star people up there, and we just helped the star people out immensely. Even AOC voted for y'all motherfuckers. Where the fuck was y'all?
There are your greatest ally, apparently. Only in your greatest ally.
They took their heifers and bailed, dude.
Hey, they're your greatest ally in their time of need. That's what it is.
Exactly.
Not your time of need, in their time of need.
Another fucking France.
Well, I wonder what's going to happen because, you know, there's that string that goes around Manhattan.
Yeah.
So, which apparently, if you mess with that string, it is punishable. Like there is a law against it, and they'll fuck you up. That should be interesting. We're gonna see. When does he take office?
It probably ain't gonna be till after the new year.
Oh, for real? Jesus.
Yeah.
New York.
And the bad thing is, and I hate to say it, but Siwa, as much as I wanted him to fucking make it, he didn't have a chance. He didn't have a fucking chance. And Cuomo lost by just the amount of fucking votes that Siwa got. So if Siwa wasn't running, then Cuomo would have fucking won. And Cuomo wasn't the best in the fucking world, but it sure as fuck wasn't a fucking communist.
Well, Cuomo's a horrible human being too, right? Like,
let's face it, you got to be a horrible human being to be mayor of New York.
I mean,
all the way back to Giuliani. You know, the great Giuliani, you know.
Oh. Mayoral inauguration. When is it supposed to be? Yahoo News has the information.
Imagine that.
So I keep on forgetting that it's actually fucking November now, right?
You know what's fucked up too? All the little hot dog stands that are on the corners of New York, they're gonna be gone.
Oh, that sucks.
And then are they gonna start invading Like, because Chinatown is Buddhist, isn't it?
No.
Yeah. So now this is now a Muslim nation. Are they going to start booting the Muslims and the Italians down in Hell's Kitchen? And you know, there's the little German town, and all them other little places.
The German town is in Argentina, my friend.
January 1st,
Oh.
he takes office. Thank you, Ralph.
Ralph, thanks, Ralph. Yeah. I mean, look, it's I'm not going to New York anytime soon.
Nope.
So
Nope, got no interest. I didn't have I kind of wanted to see. There was 3 things I did want to see in New York. That, you know what? Fuck it. I could fuck it. I always wanted to go to a Broadway show. Call
Sure.
me queer, whatever. I've always wanted to go to a real deal Broadway show.
Yeah.
I wanted to see the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see where the towers went down.
Oh,
Which there's a mosque right there, but
I've done all those things. Yeah, they're very fun.
you know, I wanted to do that, but now, you know, visions of the Waynes, you know, pop in my head. Bruce Wayne's parents.
Yeah.
Visions of the Waynes pop in my head. Visions of the Statue of Liberty with the hand job on her face pop in my head. You know, the Twin Towers, they already fucked that up by putting the mosque there. I mean, you know, if that wasn't right there, if that wasn't the biggest kick in the fucking dick to America, and y'all let it fucking happen, you know what, New York, you get what you deserve. I hope for the best, but you know what? Better fucking prepare for the worst.
I mean, bro, they've already gone through and said how in the UK there are certain neighborhoods where the police can't go because they're like, and you're like, no, they do their own thing, and you're like, yeah, that's a real thing, and that being the case in New York is significantly worse. So,
and now you're gonna have the Venezuelan gangs and the Mexican gangs up against Sharia fucking police. Yeah, and New York is doing what? New York is sending civilians out for mental health.
Hey, it's gonna be one chick with blue hair in the middle who's fat as fuck. It's going, stop! You guys need to be friends.
No hitting.
Yeah. No violence, and then someone's gonna throw a shoe at her fucking face.
Right at her
forehead. And then she's gonna be like, call the police just immediately. That's what's gonna happen.
Now here's a different note, because this goes into what I say to foreign investors. For all those who don't know and who think China is the big producer of drugs in the world, you know, because cocaine, then, you know, everybody forgot about cocaine. Somebody need to bring back good cocaine, clean cocaine.
I mean,
we're not advocating for drug use. I'm just saying. But you know, the heavy shit, the fentanyl comes from the components come from the Asians. But the opium, the heroin, the fucking the shit that gets mixed in, that all comes from the litter box.
Yes.
That all comes from the litter box. All of it. All of it. And the reason why I even know that is a fact is because in the Obama administration, he had our soldiers guarding opium fields, poppy fields.
They did a great job. Our troops are the best troops.
Right after that, the next few years was the big fucking heroin comeback.
American troops guard everyone's heroin because it's their job. They know what they're doing, and they do a great job. They're number one wherever you go.
Right.
I don't know, man. Hey, honestly, life is getting too fucking weird. It is. Yeah.
Well, it could. That goes into our show the other day when we were talking about the different dimensions and shit smacking into each other in the magnetic fields, and I mean, something's got to be off, man. The world just couldn't have changed up this quickly in this weirdly.
I'm just saying, has anyone tried turning it off and on? Just
unplug it, count to 10, plug it back in.
Yeah, count to 10, maybe count to 5 minutes. Just like, let's give it a long breather. Let's really cool down.
Leave it overnight, because some cars you got to leave it
overnight. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, it might be a solution. I don't know, man. This is getting really weird, and it's like, as much as I want to talk about it, it just gives me like my brain hurts afterward. I'm like, who fucking thought of this? Like, what kind of stupid people are doing this? And also, look, I just looked up that article that's on Yahoo News. All the pictures where the people who are supporting them are like super gay, and I'm like, you know, he wants you dead, right? Like, that's his belief. He wants you to die, and they're like, yes, we have a Muslim, and you're like,
did you
do you not know?
Work?
Is this confusing? Like, it's very weird. I'm angered by the idea that people are like, no, he's different. No, he's not. Either he is or he isn't. He is a Muslim. Okay, then he believes that you should die. So
he's either a Muslim or what was the word? Teriyaki or tzatziki? Tzatziki?
It's not tzatziki. It is definitely not tzatziki.
It was shiitake.
It's takia, which is the Muslim practice to lie or conceal their faith or religious identity to protect themselves from danger, but also to promote Islam where they can. But I don't know. It's very weird.
Don't get the taiyaki or whatever the fuck on your shawarma. I'm just telling you.
I mean, yeah, takiye on your shawarma is jizz. That's their Jones special sauce. It's jizz. You love it. Yeah. No,
it's camel jizz. It's camel jizz.
It's camel jizz. It's good microbial properties.
It's a delicacy. It's got probiotics in it.
It's got probiotics. That's what you need. Yeah. Anyways.
We going to hell tomorrow night?
Debating. Probably. Yeah. I have a show tomorrow during the day. Is morning motivational rant. And then nighttime, yeah, we'll probably do mental health or something. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. That's all right. It's all good.
Yep. So with that being said, thanks for listening, everybody out there. Y'all be good to each other and don't act a fool out there. If you ain't starving and your babies ain't starving and you able to get your ass out there and work, go do the right thing because it ain't worth it. You'll be spending the holidays in behind bars.
And a news
for a fucking turkey.
A PSA to everyone in New York: start trying to do things with your left hand because your right hand's going to get chopped off soon. Just to prepare.
I'd invest in a lot of pigs in New York. I'm just saying. I would invest in pot-bellied pigs, big swine pigs. Make sure you stock up on your freeze-dried bacons, your bacon bits, your crumbles. Make sure you got, your ribs. All you black folks, make sure you got the ribs. Put away, all the Hispanics out there, the chicharrones, all the penings and all that shit. Make sure you stock it up. Get you a deep freezer because all that shit is gone.
I'm gonna start making bacon necklaces for people. Just be like, wear a bacon necklace to be safe.
It's gonna be chicken and camel.
Who knows? We'll see.
All right, guys, be good to each other. We're out.
Good night, y'all.